that check and took off. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping up.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Carr got his man complete over the middle. That's Gibson. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Carr now on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Carr, escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Now he's forced out left. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, Wilson dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Forced out to his left, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, here's Penny. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And that's complete. It's the Carr to Cooper connection. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works free. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Carr now on first down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun now for Carr. Going deep this time and got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Carr, he's going to float this. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And his kick is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Wilson. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. A very solid gain of 27.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Penny, a first down carry, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The pitch goes to Penny, and a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Wilson leaves it for Penny. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Flushed out right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down. That's Austin. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Zerline's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They keep it with Penny on first down. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll toss it to Penny. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They run. This is Scarborough. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This is a 26-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Carr. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Carr to throw again. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful. And it pushes the lead up to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Penny. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught. Nelson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 3rd down, Penny, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Penny. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To throw on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
The toss running left. This is Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and for them a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Carr now on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Wilson to throw on 2nd down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Here's a give to Penny. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. A handoff to Penny, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Wilson to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by, but that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far, but it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock, so tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders, and even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Extra point attempt here still to come. Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Nelson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Raiders, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.